Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins of interest. And today we are going to be taking a second look at Hotbit, right? The situation that is developing. I did do a video yesterday. The breaking news coming out: Hotbit is suspended withdrawals, deposits, and trading right on the platform. So this video I'm going to be answering specific questions, right, that you might be concerned about if you had an account and you even had maybe some open positions, right, where you were ready to actually fill an order if a certain price point was reached in any crypto that you wanted on Hotbit. What is going to occur with that? So that's the first information I'm going to cover. The second information is, when can we expect to get the suspension lifted? What needs to happen? And I'm going to also be speculating around that based on the information that we have, right? So of course I am also have an account on Hotbit. This is one of the high risk exchanges that I've got on my list, and because plenty of the new coins that I have investigated, and I feel like I really want to buy this coin, but it's kind of like risky. I usually wait for them to list on an exchange like, for example, Hotbit, then I buy it off there, right? So of course, if you want more information, you can check out the video I did of Hotbit yesterday, right? So today we're going to be focusing mainly on our current investments that are in Hotbit, or if you've got open orders. At the moment, I'm not holding anything in Hotbit, but I normally have something on Hotbit. So let's jump in to see the announcement that came out here. So we see that Hotbit, of course, is suspended trading deposit withdrawals, right, on August 10th, and we're going to be talking about that. So the first thing is, users' unfulfilled open orders will be cancelled before Hotbit service is recovered to prevent loss due to market fluctuations. So if you had an open order, so let's say you were aiming to buy Bitcoin if it drops to 21,000, right? And then Bitcoin drops all the way down to like 19, 18,000, right? Normally that order will be filled. So they are saying here, when the trade is opened up, they are going to cancel all the orders. So you don't need to worry if you had an open order on any crypto you wanted to buy it at a certain price point, high or low, right, or sell, right? So it affects both when you wanted to buy and you wanted to sell, and you had that open order of selling or open order of buying, right? It's going to be cancelled, right? It's going to be cancelled. So this will help to prevent you from loss, right? Especially if the prices are going down, right? So you don't need to worry about open orders. And then the second thing is, to prevent the loss caused by holding positions, all users leveraged ETF positions will be forcibly liquidated according to the relevant net values by 12 p.m. UTC on August 10th, right? And also the income of our users' investments products will be distributed normally, right? That is good to see. And also the compensation plan for users will be published when the website is resumed. Please wait patiently, right? So there's going to be a compensation plan. We're going to definitely, when it comes out, I'll be sure to let you know about that. So most important here, they're saying, do not worry, assets are safe. If you have any problem, please contact us via this ticket support. Our CS team will try their best to help you, right? So at the moment, the reason why they're frozen is because their accounts actually have been frozen, right? So they don't have a cash flow to run the business because of being subpoenaed. So there was this ex-manager. Let's just jump to the story. There was this ex-manager before. Just to summarize, I did do a video about this yesterday. An ex-manager was involved in some sort of fraudulent project that was listed on Hotbit, which is not a huge shock for us because we know that Hotbit lists a whole lot of coins, right? So due diligence, right, sometimes is going to just slip through the cracks whenever you're listing such an enormous amount of coins. But here it seems all the blame is being put on this one ex-employee. You see, the reason is that a former Hotbit management employee who left Hotbit in April this year was involved in a project last year which was against Hotbit's internal principles. So we can see that Hotbit are agreeing with the authorities that what occurred, whatever it is where that project is. I'm going to try and find out exactly which project this is, right? And which was unknown to Hotbit, right? So this senior official was involved with this project, and this project ended up being listed on Hotbit. So obviously investors lost money, right? We've seen this story again and again in crypto, right? And then now a number of Hotbit senior managers have been subpoenaed by law enforcement since the end of July and are assisting in the investigation. This is a very important piece of information, right? Very important. Let me tell you the reason why. If there is going to be a project that is going to be listed on Hotbit, and one of the managers behind the scenes know that this is a scam, and he's just listing it so that he can scam people, right? Guess what happens when a project is listed? Well, we don't know exactly the process within these crypto exchanges, but I would think it's reasonable to assume that multiple signatories have to sign that we approve for this project to go live. Senior managers have to sign to say it goes from one senior manager to the other. They have to sign, right, to say we agree that this project we are going to be listing it on Hotbit. So that is going to become a problem, right, with the authorities, because now the rest of the other senior managers have been subpoenaed. So now they are going to ask you, like, you've got your signature on here for this fraudulent project, whatever it is, you signed it off to go live, right? And that's a problem that actually occurs. I see it every day. I think even you in your personal life, sometimes you just sign stuff, right? Because you don't want to go and read this 100,000 pages that they give you when you're opening a contract or whatever it is. So some, no doubt, managers might have just blindly signed because they're just used to listing coins, so they're just signing everything, right? So now when the authorities come and say, but this is your signature, it's going to cause a problem, right? And it's going to cause delays in the suspension getting lifted. So they might have to actually perjure themselves and say that, yes, I actually signed it. Yeah, I'm guilty of signing it, but I didn't actually read it, right? So, of course, there are going to be penalties and all sorts of things that the authorities are going to come through. So, I think that's one situation that can cause a delay in those funds being released. But I think with Hotbit, like I've said in yesterday's video, I think the suspension is going to be listed. They are going to unfreeze the assets. It's just that a matter of time. We don't know exactly how long this thing is going to last, right? We don't know how long this thing is going to last. Hopefully, it's not going to be that long. And no doubt, legal processes will have to be followed to try and force these funds to be released, right? At least if whoever signed for this fraudulent project, and there are lots of projects that I even called out scams on this channel that got listed on Hotbit, right? So they might be looking at one project, but Hotbit has got what, almost 2,000 coins listed on there, right? So we just have to wait and see. So like I said, just subscribe to the channel. Any news that is coming out in terms of Hotbit, I'll be letting you know, right? So this is a really sad situation, but these are the things that can happen in crypto, right? I still have got Hotbit, and I still think that even going to the future, seeing how they manage this situation, I will still invest into Hotbit, because before I invested into Hotbit or bought a few coins on Hotbit, I went and checked how they managed a situation like this in the past. And you see, remember in 2021, around April, they had a similar situation where there was some sort of hack and they had to suspend accounts. They dealt with it, that situation, resumed trading and all that. Of course, this is a different situation. Now there is actually a criminal inquiry ongoing within the exchange of what has occurred. Is it going to even affect some of the current managers? Of course, we know that. I think it's going to, because whatever project is listed on Hotbit, I don't think only one person signs it off. Multiple people have to sign it off, right? But they are saying internal processes were not followed, so that will be quite interesting. So we just have to wait to see how this situation develops. So this is what I wanted to share with you for today, right? No doubt I'm going to continue tracking this case. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.